my channel, or welcome to my channel. It's a horse thing. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kara. Today we are going to be going through all of the BreyerFest 2025 special runs and limited editions, the glass model, pretty much all of the special event horses that will be coming this year at Kentucky. I am so excited. This is their 75th anniversary, and this will be my second year going back. And I'm just like, I'm already planning. I'm so excited. I also had a Riptide come in today. I do not have Llewellyn, something like that, the Premier Club horse, but honestly, this guy is making me wonder if I need to find one at the Clarion, because this horse is just, he is awesome. I love him so much. There's not an unboxing on him. I just wanted to showcase he is here. He is definitely one of my new favorites. This guy is just so well done. I also just wanted to go ahead and say I'm not going to directly come out and say any of these are necessarily bad. Reason being, every horse is unique, and the way you gotta think about it is the way you think about resins. When you think of a model horse resin, you think of very high quality, like this artist put so much time into them, they are absolutely amazing, this is such a unique horse, they're great, right? 10 out of 10. But Breyer is also like, somebody still sculpted this horse, somebody else still designed this horse. And whether you like it or not is completely, it varies. I could not think of a better word. There is probably going to be a horse or two on here that I adore, and just some other people from what I've seen on Facebook don't really care for them. Then there is just specific horses that I don't care for, just for the sake of I only have 3 tickets. I will not be getting them, but other people absolutely love them. And it is just completely preference, and you still gotta think about the fact that somebody put all of this work into this horse. Even if you don't like it or not, still just be mindful and be respectful of the fact that somebody still put all of this time to try and create this horse. So anyway, let's go through them. I will go ahead and state which ones I will be getting, because I've already had this planned since January. I just have not been able to film videos. So we're going to start off with this year's celebration model. So the celebration model is Tight Lines, and this is basically the model that you get with your all access ticket. You will not get these with a general admission. This comes with your all access and your VIP ticket. So I'm not a fan of the cigar mold. I also don't have the cigar mold, so I don't think, I can't make an accurate opinion because I don't have one. I do know a lot of people who love cigar. I just don't care for him a whole lot. I think I'll like him better in person, but I'm also just not a huge gray person. I love dark coat colors and especially some markings, and so I think Athena last year really put my expectations high. Celebration models, because they're made in such mass quantity, usually just are kind of there, they're great models and such, but they're not anything crazy to people because there's just such an abundance of them. I'm just not a huge flea bitten person, so I mean, obviously I'm gonna have 3 of him. I'm definitely going to keep one for the sake of obviously it's a portrait horse, so this is a real life horse somebody had made of their horse, and that in itself is just so cool. I love that Breyer does that. That is so cool to me. I wish did that. Now we have this year's general admission stablemate set, which is Break Out the Bubbles. In your general admission ticket, you are able to get a free event stablemate. So there are 4 different stablemates that you can get. If you go in person, generally they'll let you pick, sort of. Like last year I got the green jumper one, but if you are a VIP and you're a VIP swag bag or whatever, you will get all 4 of the stablemates, or any extras are also available in the shop for you to purchase. The first one is, I've been saying Benelli the whole time, but I think it's actually Bellini. I believe, I'm not entirely sure. This was a stablemate club horse, so I love the mold. I don't know how I feel about the Appaloosa spots. I do really like him though. I think the blue and the gold is super cute. And I do really like that he's a leopard Appy. I just don't know how I feel about the red, but the mold is so cute. Mimosa is also, I love the coat, but I don't care for the horse. I've never cared for the Indian pony horse. I know people absolutely adore her. She's okay. She's just very soft for me, and like I have Misty and Stormy, and they are textured, and I don't like textured horses more often than not. So that's just something that I don't like. Oh, I guess she's not textured though. I just realized that. Okay, then maybe I'll feel differently about her in person. Maybe I need to be thinking about getting this set, actually. The other one is Kava, something like that. He's this really pretty, glossy, dark dapple bay. And again, I'm not a huge glossy person, okay? But BreyerFest is like, or Breyer are doing amazing this year. This guy is so cute, and I just, he wasn't one I was gonna get, but now that I'm looking at them, I think I need them. And then probably my favorite is actually Prosecco, and he is a black, like very minimal Appy. This guy also recently came out in the Stablemate Club. He's such a chonker. He is so cute. I love this guy so much. I want to find a Stablemate version of him so badly. I love him. So even if I don't get all four, which now it looks like I'm gonna be getting all four, great, more money to spend, right? I was definitely going to be searching for him because he's just, he's great. Now jumping into the limited editions, we're gonna save special runs kind of for last, is Bellissima Sapphire. We're gonna call her Sapphire because I don't even know if I said that right. And this is on the Just a Dream mold, and she's just a beautiful chestnut with, is that a stocking? I'm not sure. I'm not great with technical terms, guys. I'm sorry. I don't ride. And a beautiful like striped blaze on her face. I guess it's a blaze. She is adorable. I want at least one of her. Just a Dream, guys, is so hard to find for like a reasonable price anymore for like actually nice ones. I might be getting two because I kind of want to customize one. Yeah, I really, really want to customize some because I really want to start a conga on her like so badly. I say that as I have 0 in my collection right now. So I definitely need one. Her shading is also just stunning. Like if you look at the muscle like on her right flank and on her left shoulder, what, Breyer? Like, that is so good. And I know that the pictures that they have are not entirely accurate to what the horse actually looks like in person, but you know, I'm going in person, so I can pick a nice one out. The next one is actually House Nightlife, okay? I don't know how to say his name. And he is, oh, by the way, Sapphire is $75 and she is limited to 2,000 pieces, and Nightlife is $75 and he is limited to 2,000 as well. And he is a Welsh Cob. So obviously I need him because I have this guy, and so obviously I'm gonna need Nightlife, and then obviously I'm gonna need to find Mr. L, that's what we're gonna call him now, I guess. I'm gonna need to go find him somewhere because we got to have the full conga, guys. I think I'm obsessed with this guy. I want so many of him. He is so awesome. It's just a basic black with some socks, but the way that the socks are like done on his feathers, and also he has 2 different colored eyes. So half of his eye is actually blue and half of his eye is brown. I love that. I love that. I feel like from both sides he looks so different because on one side you can like see his face marking and the other you can't. And like the eyes change and just like, man, that horse is so cool. The next one is Game Day Surprise, and he is $35 and he is limited to 1,750 pieces. He is actually I guess they call them Freedom Series now. I will forever call them Classic, and not because I grew up in the Breyer time where they were called Classic, because I watched YouTubers, or do watch YouTubers who call them Classics, so I call them Classics even though they're not Classics. They're the same thing. Same scale, 1 to 12. I feel like for me, he looks too vintage, and I know some people love the vintage look. Me personally, I can tell by the face. You can see a lot of kind of lumps or extra veining on the face, and I just like a very smooth cast horse. And the mane too, I think that's mainly what turns away. No pun intended, actually. That is what turns me away, is it just, to me, it looks very vintage. I do think the mold is an amazing concept. Like, we don't get a whole lot of sliders, or I guess reiners, right? Reiners, yeah, that's what they're called. He's very unique in that sense, but I'm just not. I'm not a Freedom Series person, and I'm not a vintage person, so. And next is a View and Arrow. He is $80 and limited to 2,000 pieces. So this guy is, I probably have like Just a Dream, okay, Sapphire, then Nightlife, then View and Arrow, and just because I don't have one of him, and I mean, I guess I don't have one of Just a Dream either. I've been told he's like massive, which he's a draft, but like apparently he's huge. And I like my big drafts, right? I love the Chonky Boys. They're great. They are beautiful horses, but it does worry me a little bit. He's gonna be really, really big on my shelf. And I also am not a huge fan of this mold, but when I went through and did my Breyer collection list, I loved this mold. I think I'm gonna like him more in person. I also just love his markings, and that's kind of what's drawing me to him, is he's a chestnut. Is this chestnut spotted draft? I would call him like maybe an Overo, I'm not sure. He's beautiful, I love him. Next is the Best of BreyerFest Series 6 stablemates, and I have not decided whether I'm getting these guys yet. I don't know yet, guys. So I love like the little Dapple Pal Tobiano fjord looking thing. That horse is so cute. I also love the standing Arabian, like Navigator is probably like one of my favorite. Navigator and Whip are probably like my two favorite stablemates ever. So I already just love that mold so much, and then the green and the markings, perfect. I don't care for the other like more orange Dapple Pal Sabino. I just don't care for the mold as much. I don't know how I feel about the Appy yet. I like it. I don't know if I like the spots like outside of the blanket, and I don't know how I feel about the mold, because the mold is basically like a really small big checks to cash. I don't remember what that mold is called necessarily, but I also don't have one, so I can't say anything. And then of course I love the Halflinger. I have like two classics of her. She is so cute, and she's kind of a rose gray sort of, and she's adorable. So like I like 3 of the 5, right? So that means I should get it, and they're $60, limited to 2,100, right? I should get it, right? Next is Hoopla, and I've had some people ask me my opinion on her, and she is just like, or is it a he?
Get some help.
It's a he. It's a he. Cool. Hoopla is a he, and he is $75, limited to 3,000 pieces, and he is an online trad model, so you can only get him online. Last year, Blue Zeus was the online, so I was literally in the BreyerFest store ordering Blue Zeus. These horses get crazy expensive with shipping because they don't cover shipping on BreyerFest horses. So she's probably going to be, or he, I'm gonna say she so many times, he's probably gonna be like $96, even though he's actually $75. And we all know my obsession with the Bristol mold. If you know me, do we even need an explanation? First of all, it's a Bay Pinto, which is one of my all-time favorite coat colors. And then it's on Bristol. Like, Jupiter, hello, this, hands down. I am obsessed with this online traditional. Then is Shindig, and he is the online stablemate. He is $15 and 3,000 pieces made. I usually don't get the online stablemate, but honestly, I'm debating, for the reason being, if I'm already ordering the online traditional, then like why not? And if I end up wanting him, they're so hard to find, guys. People love the online stablemates, so it's hard to find them because nobody wants to sell their stablemates. So part of me is like, I might just go ahead and get him. I don't know yet. Then is Party Pal, $20 and 1,950 pieces. Ooh. Okay, I just realized that, because I think usually they do like 2,000, right? But it says get ready to party like it's 1950. 1,950. Was that planned, Breyer? I was actually planning on getting it, but I decided today because I also got Flutter shipped in with Riptide, and I don't think I'm gonna collect plushes I don't like, and I don't like this one. To me, guys are a little extra. I was gonna start collecting plushes for every year that I attend BreyerFest, but I don't think I'm gonna like it in the long run. Like, my shelf is in my room, and my plushes are on my shelf, like my Breyer plushes. I don't know why I call them plushes. They're obviously stuffed animals, guys. Like, do I need that staring at me at 2 in the morning? I don't know. That's the problem. And the last limited edition is Standing Ovation, and this horse is $50 and 1,750 made. These are the little, like, crystals. They're like this big. Actually, they're quite a bit smaller than a traditional, like this, maybe. Yeah, they're small. I got the one last year. The last one was Fortitude, and it was on the, like, semi-rearing not draft, something horse like that, whatever Fortitude is. And I love the American Saddlebred, one of my favorite molds, so obviously I need him. I know a lot of people were frustrated. Breyer has been using a lot of new models, which as we get into the later special runs, you'll tell they're not, but a lot of people did not like that. Me personally, I love it because I'm not a vintage collector, but I definitely get for like people who are a little bit older who have been collecting Breyer for a long time. Obviously I think they would want the more vintage horses. I like the newer horses, so obviously I'm thrilled at Standing Ovation. I would not blame them if they had done more of a vintage horse for their 75th, but I'm not complaining they didn't. Now we're into our special runs, which is probably why everybody is here. So first up, we actually have Get This Party Started. Also, I want to mention special runs are not portrait horses. So special runs are basically just horses Breyer designs. The limited edition ones like Sapphire and Nightlife, View and Arrow, all of those are portrait horses, which means they were made after a real horse and somebody had it put on that model. So that's kind of the difference here. So these ones are just, you know, made to be made. I am going to be getting Get This Party Started, or putting her on my list. Okay, I sound like it's Christmas again. Obviously, I don't have any VIP tickets, so I can't guarantee who I'm getting. And based off of what they said, we're not getting individual QR codes this year. So I don't know if I'm actually gonna know who I'm getting before I get to BreyerFest. Obviously, I would think they would have to tell me, but I don't know how I would know. So I'm just hoping, you know, that everything works out. Last year I had no problem getting who I wanted, so I'm just hoping this year, especially one model in particular, please, I really want that one. Get This Party Started will definitely be on my list. I love this mold. I didn't used to like this mold as much. Like, I really loved it, and then I got it, and I didn't like it, but now I think I'm back to liking her again. And also, she's a black piebald, Framo Vero. Like, that's also one of my favorite coat colors. I have a lot of coat colors, so she's awesome. Then there's Let the Good Times Roll, who is on, I don't remember the mold, guys, don't hate me. And he is a buckskin leopard appy. Buckskin appy check. He is, I think now he's placed number 3. He was my number 1 when he was coming out for a while. I will definitely be getting him. Honestly, I might consider putting him in 2. Wait, no, he's available to online and in person. He will go on my number 3. He is just so good. Actually, he might go on my number 4. So this year they're actually doing it, and I don't know if this is every year, but some models are in person only and some are online and in person. So I'm kind of prioritizing the ones that are in person only because I really want those horses, and that's kind of what pushed us over to go back this year. Otherwise, there's a chance I might be doing online. And he is $80 and 2,500 made. Next is Good Times and Great Friends, and this is our Marin full set for this year. And they are 2,300 made and $85 each. These ones are in person only, same as Get This Party Started, the Connemara. It's Tiger Lily and Firestorm, guys. I ain't complaining. Mustang Marin full, which, first of all, the mare is that, yeah, she's a dark, glossy dapple bay. Guys, stop giving me the dapples, I'm gonna die. I love the dapple so much, and the baby is just absolutely adorable. Do I wish they weren't glossy? Yes, but I also love these horses too much to not get them. So they're going in my either 1 or number 2. I might be putting them in my number 1. I'm not. They might go in my number 2. I don't know yet. That will be when preference sheets go out, which is like the end of May. So next is To the Ties That Bind Us. And there are 2,200 made, and they are $75. This is on the silver mold. I debated this one actually, but as more horses came out, it just bumped him off my list. I do really, really like silver, but I'm not really a decorator person. I don't like the pattern that they have been doing for the Appies. Like, it's kind of cool, but I'm not going to be collecting horses that look like that. It basically, they just like stamped Breyer molds as the Appaloosa spots. That's not something I care for. A lot of people love that. I don't. I love the mold, just don't care for the coat color, so he's the pass for me. Next is YOLO, and he is $75 and 2,400 made, and he is on the Gypsy Manor mold. I don't have one of these guys. I have wanted one of them to customize since I have started collecting. I cannot even tell you guys how many times I've almost bought this model to customize. And he's a dapple gray, which is beautiful. He is so gorgeous. And he might go in my number 1. He will probably go in my number 1. Because honestly, if I did not get this horse, the Mare in Full set and Let the Good Times Roll, I will probably cry at BreyerFest. I love YOLO, but so does everybody else. So a lot of people absolutely love this horse, and he's in person only, which gives me hope. I need this horse, guys. I need him. He is so well shaded, and just everybody adores this horse. So I'm kind of like, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna get through it, guys. No tears. I'm gonna get him, and if he's not on my ticket, I will buy one at BreyerFest. Next is the Seize the Day Surprise. There is going to be 7,800 made and $85 each, so pretty much this horse is not released until you get to BreyerFest. And there's usually a matte and glossy split, and there are like tons of variations. Last year I think there were 6 variations, some years there's been 4, and some there's like 6, and they take each coat color and it's a matte glossy split, and basically you don't know what they're going to be until you receive them at BreyerFest. And I will be getting 2 of these. I have some speculation. I'm going to go ahead and say I've seen a lot of people guess Fireheart, which would be horrible for my bank account because I of course will need every single one of them and will be broke. That's what we're doing at BreyerFest, guys. We're buying the whole conga. I have also considered it might be strapless, which I also wouldn't be upset about. I wouldn't be thrilled, but I wouldn't be upset because I do want to collect her. And then some people have guessed Totilas actually would be just fine with Totilas, would also need all of them, so my bank account would be crying. There's quite a few ideas bouncing around, so there's definitely some girl that I know who has been getting them like spot on. So I will be reading her blog like 2 days before BreyerFest, guessing what the Seize the Day surprise will be. Then is Hats Off to You, and there is 2,500 made, and they are $70. And this is Old Timer. This is the horse that everybody loves, and I just don't. Again, vintage, not for me. I do really like the coat color. I do. I love the Grullo blanket Appy. Actually, shouldn't it be Grullo because it's a boy? I thought Grullo was girl and Grullo was boy, but they put Grullo. Somebody help. And pretty much he comes with a top hat, and he also comes with a party hat. So that's really cool. I do like that is very interchange. He is very, very interesting. He's very pretty, but I will obviously not be getting him for the sake of him being very vintage. I just don't collect vintage. Then is Future is Bright, and that is 2,200 made and $75. This was the horse I was considering getting, and bumped it out for the Seize the Day. I have a thing with this mold of you have to see it in person to know if you're gonna like it, and I just have a feeling I think I would like it more in person, but for me he has always looked weird. There's something with his legs that just look very off to me. I cannot place what it is. I just don't like him. But his coat color is actually, I take that back. I love the loose mane and tail variation. I did not care for the roached mane, but the loose is beautiful, and that's kind of what made me start going towards him, and that he is a sooty dapple pal. But overall, I just think I might be more happy with the surprise, so that is why I am moving away from him. And then last, we have Life's a Journey, and this is the non-equine animal that Breyer does every year. There is going to be 2,000 made of this guy and $65 each. And this one is online only, not online only, sorry, in person only. Obviously, I don't collect the equine. I'm not super strict on equine only, but I'm very equine only. So I do have a small slight collection of some animals, but I don't think I have any Breyer animals. They're all horses. I will not be getting this guy. I do hope that some people have collies that look like this so they can get this one, because that is just, that's so cool. Imagine having a Breyer dog that looks just like your dog. That would be so cool. And I do love the bandana it comes with. That is also adorable. Again, I'm just strictly equine, so I will not be getting this one. Overall though, guys, that is like my main BreyerFest opinions. Let me know what you guys are ranking, what horses you're putting on your ticket, what limited editions are you getting, what do you think? Let me know down below, because I am very interested. I love talking about BreyerFest. I love to know what everybody thinks, because it is so interesting just to know what people view the horses at. If I had to make a list, I actually do have a list. So obviously YOLO is probably going on my number one. Then probably Good Times and Great Friends, because they're also in person only, and Let the Good Times Roll will be 3 probably, because I would cry without him, and he is available in person and online. And then Get This Party Started, because she is in person only, and then my 2 Seize the Day. Then of course we got Sapphire in number 1, Nightlife in number 2, and View and Arrow in number 3, and Hoopla is his whole own category. I am very excited. I am so excited. So of course there'll be BreyerFest blogs, hauls, all that kind of stuff. I love watching like BreyerFest speculation videos on the variations, and I do feel like they're gonna go a little crazy with the variations. I could definitely see Get This Party Started being a coat color split. I don't know what they would do with the Good Times Roll. They better not split him. I love him as the buckskin. Good Times and Great Friends, I could definitely see as a matte glossy split. YOLO, I could also see as a matte glossy split. Please don't give me a glossy, because I want him in matte. Seize the Day, obviously, they're gonna do whatever they want with that. Future is Bright, I could see the mane and tail variation. Old Timer could also be a coat color split. The Ties That Bind Us, I don't think they do anything with that. Anyway, that is the end of my video. Make sure you click that like button down below if you have not, to let me know that you would like to see more BreyerFest content, because I am excited for the BreyerFest content to start coming. And again, let me know your opinions on the horses. I am very interested in knowing what you guys think. I will see you guys in the next video or the next live stream, whichever one comes first. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, everybody.